I've been tagging Chaz basically all my life. You never give your name, it's always given to you. When I was a young man, my name was Charles, they would call me Charlie. So my first tag name that was given to me was Charlie Chingazo. Chingada means to screw things up, you know. So I was constantly messing up the streets and all that, so it was more of a joke. It also means somebody who likes to fight, to mess up people. As soon as I went to art school, I encountered these older men that were saying, instead of calling me Charlie, they say, "Hey Chaz, what's up?" Being a young man, I didn't even know what Chaz meant. I didn't know it was a nickname for Charles, you know. So from that point on, my tag name was Chaz. The Cholo style is really taking up the most prestigious letters that people know, and that's Old English, German Gothic, Faulkner. It's the typeface that we get for our birth certificate, our death certificate. When we were inducted into the military, you would get, you know, it'll be in Old English. Our Constitution of the United States is that Old English. So that was the foundation of my style. It has developed throughout the years where I have more control. It's become more pointy. It's become more expressive in the lines. I've learned to make longer lines, whereas before it would be more blocky and it was about me, intense. Now I write, it's all about, I have a sense of inclusiveness. My work is about us. Real graffiti is in the streets. It always will be in the streets. I come from the hippie era, and I was raised in Hollywood. You know, we used to cruise to Hollywood. So yeah, I bring a lot of the rock and roll, a lot of the British rock and things into who I am. As a young man, we used to go up to Hollywood and I used to see Hendrix, you know. The Doors were constantly playing, but nobody liked them. They were the local band. You know. I remember going to clubs and Sonny and Cher would be sitting, you know, in the next table, and Sal Mineo and all these other people. That's what I bring to my graffiti. A continuous lineage of music, a calligraphy, of constant work, you know. Yeah, I went through the disco era. Yeah, I went to the punk era. All culture has given me strength and direction because graffiti is a living art. It's a form of who we are. It gives us identity. So my calligraphy is about who I am and where I come from. The gang situation in Los Angeles is unique. You've seen videos, blood in, blood out, you know. My tag that I did in '69, my Señor Suerte, the skull, within 10 years was picked up by a local gang, the Avenues of my neighborhood. They adopted it without knowing that it was a graffiti tag or it belonged to me. They adopted it because they were able to identify with it. It was about the skull, it's about the gangster and all that. They have it tattooed. There are more men with my tag tattooed on their skin than there is my tag in the streets. The gangsters say, if you wear my tag, if you have it tattooed on you, Señor Suerte, Mr. Lucky, they say if you get shot, you won't die. In prisons is where they tattoo Señor Suerte. It's gone beyond my tag. They've taken it and live and die with it. I've been writing since 1969. I have been in the game, and I have to say I've been lucky. Graffiti in some ways is a young man's sport, but once you start tagging in the streets, getting your name up and all that, you want more. And that more comes through a sense of maturity, you know. I wanted to spend more time on my artwork. I had images, I had thoughts that I wanted to develop. I had to take it into canvas, I had to take it into paintings, you know. Now is people ask me, oh, well, you're not tagging anymore. I still tag, I still do a few stickers, but I'm still tagging now. What I'm doing now is I'm tagging inside your brain. I am tagging inside your skull so you won't forget my imagery.